Welcome to the Sam Livecast. I'm Sam, and this is, for lack of a better term, Sandwich Week. Sandwiches I like to make that hopefully we haven't done already. And I'm going to start with some bacon. And I normally don't cook bacon like this. I normally use the...
ready bacon.
The ready bacon, right. And for some reason, they've not had it at the store. Plus, the last couple times I've done this, I've kind of dug it.
They haven't had ready bacon?
They've had like the microwave version or something.
Interesting.
But they've not had the what I call the ready bacon. Yeah. I know I can get it at Costco. My supermarket that's close, I don't know why.
See, I always assumed that ready bacon was such a widespread thing and everybody knew about it, but I was surprised at how many people had no idea.
Right. But Costco has like this Hormel version, right? Vaughn's / Safeway used to carry it, and now they stopped. They do not carry any version of it anymore. They have some microwavable thing that I don't like.
Yeah.
So I said, F it. I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to buy what I call real bacon, and of course the ready bacon is completely real. Anyway, a bunch of slices, and this is the thick. I wanted the thick slices for this on a baking sheet. My oven's at 400, and boom, that's it. It's going to take maybe, I should actually just set this. Hold on.
Timer?
Yeah. I'll give it 15 minutes. I think it'll take 20, but 15 will put me in there, and then I can start making what I have to make.
You know, I actually noticed that you did not use foil on there.
You know, the foil, it's still going to make a mess. It's the greasy bacon, even on foil, and it's probably going to...
I disagree. I was a huge proponent of the ready bacon.
Yeah.
And recently, they've had some good deals on just like, the good, thick-cut, hickory-smoked bacon, the real stuff. So I'd get
like
that.
This, right?
Yeah, exactly, just like that. So I get it, and I cover the entire pan in the foil so that it's goes over the edges so that there's no holes, and all the bacon grease just gets right in there.
Okay,
and then I wrap it up and I toss it right away.
Here's
no
the
mess.
deal. I know. I feel like it looks a little bush league or something. I can't.
With the foil?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
think
what it is.
The grease going everywhere is bush league.
You know, I made that salmon the other night.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when we were gone, you guys did not eat.
You know
like
what?
a giant effing people. Why not?
It was huge. I was just never in a salmon mood, and then I had a couple friends over last night for football, and then Josh ate some of it.
I'm always in a salmon mood.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a huge salmon guy, but I figured that you would use it for salmon salad.
What's that? Yeah, but then I got back. I felt like it was here too long.
Did you toss it?
I threw it out this morning.
Oh, come on.
No,
I assumed you were going to make salmon
out
salad.
leftovers.
Hey, by the way, while I have you here, can you just really quickly tell me how to make salmon salad? Because I didn't. I assume it's like chicken or tuna, but
it is. So when I make the salmon salad, any salmon that I make, almost any salmon that I make, left over the next day in a bowl, I add Japanese mayo. Because the QP we've talked about a million times, it's way better than regular mayo.
Oh yeah, just go to Amazon and search KEWPIE. Right. It's Japanese mayo, and it's unbelievable.
I may be taking myself out of the shot. Am I out of the shot here?
No, you're still in camera one.
Okay, so here's a little baby version of it, and here's the big version. Oh, what the hell? I don't even have. Oh, that's not it. I guess
And people out there might be thinking, "Hey, mayo's mayo."
No,
you have never tasted stuff like this.
No, in fact, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal about how chefs have an affinity for this Japanese mayonnaise, and here's the full size bottle of it, and here's the little version. It looks exactly the same bag except bigger when it's covered in this. It's richer. It's a little tangier. If you're gonna use mayonnaise, which is basically just fat, you might as well use this Kewpie mayo because it's got so much more flavor to it.
Yeah, and it's a different flavor.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like you said, that tanginess. It's great. It can honestly kick up a sandwich.
Hey, so let me just quickly finish this, and then I'll explain why today's show looks different. Because it does. Because there's only you and there's only me, right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll have that discussion. That's an important part of tonight. leftover salmon in a bowl, Japanese mayo, the Kewpie, Kewpie, a bunch of chopped up green onion, finely chopped. Not just like when the green onion is like this and you go and you make little tiny circles. I take my knife, I run it lengthwise this way, and if it's a fat onion, I turn it and I go lengthwise the other way, and then I chop it.
And so I'm guessing the reason for that is because you want to have very small pieces of the green
little
onion
tiny
throughout
pieces
the salad.
in there. Yeah, I don't like huge bites, but I want a lot of bites, which I suppose some people could argue is sort of the same thing. I like the way it looks. I call it green onion confetti. I think it looks a lot prettier when it's that.
It's all about the distribution
Yes,
throughout.
exactly
You don't
right.
want to
That's
have
exactly right.
two huge things of green onion in
No,
one bite and
that's
then
exactly
none in the
right.
next.
That would be fucked. So, salmon, Kewpie mayo, green onion, and then a little sriracha. The chili sauce, a little bit or a lot. It really depends up to you. I like just a little bit of flavor and heat from it. I don't want to overwhelm. My nephew Mark, your cousin Mark, would just like douse the shit in
My
there.
girlfriend Jilly is huge.
She's
She
huge.
puts it on everything.
Yeah. They put that shit on everything.
But one of my favorite things about sriracha is that it doesn't just have the heat, the spiciness that a lot of people like, but
Right.
it also has that flavor, it's got a really good strong
it's
flavor.
it's a really good flavor.
What are you looking for?
Here it is, the
sriracha. Okay.
Sriracha hot chili sauce. This is it.
I've heard people call it rooster sauce.
Rooster sauce. You know why?
Because it has a rooster on
Because
it.
it has a rooster right here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So those things, these two things, the mayo and this, are two staples always in my refrigerator. Always. And you can do a lot of things with this. In fact, the Captain Crunch seared tuna that we did on this show way back
Oh, yeah.
is the Captain Crunch, is the tuna seasoned salt, pepper, oil, dipped in really finely crushed Captain Crunch, seared, sliced, and then green onion, sriracha, and mayonnaise are the only things extra on the plate. And I'm telling you, if you haven't made it, go back and watch that episode.
Yeah.
Just go to the Sam
Livecast.
Livecast search box, put in Captain Crunch, or even just the word crunch, and it will come up, and watch it and
that
make
easy.
it because it's so delicious.
TheCookingGuy.com or thesamlivecast.com. Both
Right.
places, great recipes, great everything.
Okay, so the salmon, the mayo, the sriracha, the green onion, maybe that's it. Mixed. On
Easy.
a cracker, on a bed of lettuce, however you want to have it. As a little appetizer thing, it's so super delicious.
Wow, so easy.
Okay, so look, we have to have this conversation about where the live cast has come and what it's become and where it's going because it's time to change things a little bit.
It's come quite a long way, people. 230 episodes almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And so look, at the beginning, the idea of the live cast being live was because it wasn't being done. What was on the internet when it came to podcasts were things that were recorded and edited and put up. As simple as that.
and not long form at all.
Not long form.
Short.
It's
Segments.
5-6 minutes. And we said, look, if we're going to do this, let's not do what everybody else has done. Now the fuck that I'm saying these words, Max.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have a hard time finishing this off.
I know, but
So look, you just need to know if you're watching. Max and I had this discussion. We said we'll just talk about this live. We didn't pre-discuss this.
because the truth is that's how we've always done things, and we wanted to involve you guys in that because
Well, we wanted to involve them, not in the sense that we
No,
actually want their opinion, though.
no,
We love
we just
your
wanted to
opinion.
hash
Look,
out the conversation in front of you guys, I guess, because we're transparent.
But
and
look,
we've always been that
here's
way.
the deal. The number of people, if this is the people that watch the live cast, the number of people that watch the live cast live at 6 p.m. Pacific time when we post it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, if this is the total sum of the people watching live, if this is the number of people who watch the live, any one episode of the live cast, live, after the fact on the website, after the fact on Roku, after the fact on iTunes, after the fact on YouTube, add all those people up. This many people watch any one episode of the live cast. this many people watch it live. A minuscule percentage. There's nothing wrong with that. But on our side, it's becoming increasingly difficult to pull this off live.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I was away Thursday of last week. We ran a rerun. I don't really like running reruns, but it's not always. I mean, if I'm away and somehow my nights have become increasingly more difficult to schedule for the live cast.
You're a busy man.
I'm relatively busy. I don't know if I'm a busy man. That makes me sound like a tool when you say that. I hope I'm not that. I don't want to be a tool. So we've said, look, we like the live component. People can respond. But honestly, we've been going through the extra effort. And we love you guys that watch live, but it's been for such a small amount.
Mm-hmm. I think what we realized is that in this age of on-demand entertainment, that name says it exactly. On demand.
Exactly
people
right.
people want to be able to watch what they want when they want. And I don't hold it against anybody for not being able to be there at 6 p.m. I actually, on the contrary, I completely understand it because but I love I have so many shows and programs that I love. But for the most part, I'm not there to watch them live. I watch them after
how many?
fact.
What do you watch live? Do you watch anything live?
I mean, sporting events.
Yeah,
some
kinda
news
have to,
events,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's pretty much it. Everything else is on either Roku or Netflix or Apple TV.
By the way,
or
the
online.
inauguration is today.
Mm-hmm.
Was
They
today.
did the private ceremony yesterday.
Yeah, it was cool though, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's
And
really something.
remember last time he messed it up?
Yeah. Do you wish you were there?
I wish I had been there
you'd
in
been able to go to
2008, yeah.
watch?
2008 for sure. This year, of course, I've never been to DC, and as much as I'd love to.
I heard a few people interviewed there saying they missed 2008 and they were not going to miss today.
Oh, yeah. But see, no, this year, 2012 doesn't even compare to 2008.
13, you mean?
So yes, today and
No.
yesterday doesn't
I
even
know, but
compare
people
to
who
the ceremonies
but I heard
and
people
everything.
say they missed. They couldn't get there for.
Oh yeah.
They were not because this is clearly still historic.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
All right, but that's not what we're talking about.
A little bit of a tangent.
So the problem has been for us, what do we do when we can't do it live? The live component has had this many people watching. It's more difficult. And we're not shying away from difficult, but it's tough to do. The live broadcast makes it difficult sometimes to get the quality out there.
Mm-hmm.
We know not that many people are watching. People that we would like to have as guests or visitors to come watch, it's tough for them to do.
Places to go shoot,
right? We've had the idea of shooting things to air on the live cast, and we thought, well, we can't do it live because we can't be there, and blah, blah, blah. And when we've shot live at Fixtures Living, our sponsor, for example, it's been a tremendous amount of work to shoot a live cast and broadcast it live, not from here. Because it's like you got to take.
I'm gonna come out there and get a shot of the cords.
Yeah, you should do that. As I say, you have to take all your shoes and glasses. It's just a line from the Jerky Boys comedy thing from years ago that we use here in the house. When we say in this family, you have to. You need all your shoes and glasses. It means you got to bring like fucking everything you own. And when we do this, it means you got to bring everything you own. Am I right?
Oh yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff right there, right?
It's a lot of business.
That's just one little tiny piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. So that's been going through our mind for many months now. Is it worth the effort? And I know the people that watch religiously live are going to go, no, it is worth the effort, but appreciate our side of it. Lynn, who's not here tonight, is on a leave of absence. And I can't say why. But I will say Lynn's on a leave of absence. Kelly, who's here, most nights is recently finding it more difficult to be here. There's other reasons for her not to be here, and it's tough. So we've said, look, here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and shoot these and record them when it makes sense and we can. And once again, it's not about necessarily making it easier for us. It's about making sense for the people who watch way after the fact. We're not discounting the people that watch live, but it is what it is. You have to. I don't know if I'm saying this very well, Max. But
No, you are. I mean, we love the people who watch live and participate and interact, and we are not by any means going to be going away from interacting with you guys.
We're not?
No, of course not.
Do that? Here's what I meant to do. Here's what we need to do. We need to start letting people know when we are recording. I used to listen to a lawyer from KFI in Los Angeles, a guy named Bill Handel. Do you ever listen to him?
I have heard him before, yes.
So Bill Handel would record his show on Saturdays. And then sometimes in his show he'd say, so the show ends at, I think it was 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We're going to continue taking your calls from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, though we'll be off the air.
Yeah.
For us to air at another time. And you would never know when that other time was. Mm-hmm. But they would be recording the calls, answering the questions. And that's the thing that we need to do. We weren't going to do that today, but
no. So that's what I said that we're not going to lose the interaction, and you look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
No. We're not going to lose interaction.
But the way,
but
you just said the exact way that we're going to do it.
Right.
We're going
to
to let
strictly
you guys
live
know.
Interaction. I got to check the.
We can let you guys know when.
Yes.
Yeah, we can let you guys know when we're shooting, and then we can have a number for you guys to call in. So.
Okay, bacon's not ready yet.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's okay because I got to start to construct the rest of this sandwich. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the point. The point is this: we love you. We love the fact that you watch. We love the fact that you tell your friends to watch. You're still going to be able to watch. We hope you still like it. If you don't, I feel bad, but I don't know what to do.
Can't please everybody.
I guess you can't, and I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to piss people off.
As I was you love to please everybody, but you can't.
Here's what this will be. Mm-hmm. Instead of waiting till now Wednesday night at 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. if you're on the East Coast, or 8 p.m. if you're less than the East Coast, and 7 p.m. if you're less than that, mm-hmm. but not West Coast, you'll be able to wake up Wednesday morning and watch the Wednesday show. Is that right?
Anytime you want. That's the point. Is we are going to have the episodes ready for you in the morning so that you guys can wake up and plan your day around. I mean, later that night you can watch it, or you can watch some of it at work or some later, and do it as you please, you know?
Are we going to go Monday, Wednesday, Thursday? Are we going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday? What makes sense?
I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday makes sense.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we discussed that. It gives some time in between to put the shows together.
So I'll tell you this. Here's an email that I've gotten more than any other email in the past couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And this is very telling to me. Why have the Roku shows not been updated lately? Mm-hmm. Roku is the non-Apple version of Apple TV. It's a little box. It lets you watch all kinds of things when you want on the big screen, including Netflix and YouTube and stuff like that.
It's an online streaming device.
Online streaming device.
For your TV.
We have our own Sam Livecast channel on that that holds the last 30 episodes. So there's people that are completely caught up in the last 30 episodes, and it should be updating. The Roku people update it every few days. And somehow there's been a little glitch. Did you hear back from him?
No, I haven't heard back yet.
So there's been a little glitch. Something hasn't happened. But this is very telling to me because that's been the complaint. Mm-hmm. Where the hell are the new shows on Roku?
Uh-huh. And not to mention all the emails we get from people that say, love the show, wish I could be there live, but I can't.
Can't. Right.
That's honestly
because
a majority of the emails.
The reality is, watching, I understand. I couldn't watch something live at 6 p.m. on weeknights. It would be difficult. So just to end this, we love you. And we love this, but we feel like this will give us a lot more freedom to do a lot more things. It'll give us the luxury of time of being able to shoot when we want, the luxury of having guests here that won't be able to make it at 6 p.m. on a weeknight, and you'll still be able to watch, and you'll be able to interact. We will start letting you know when we will be online taking your questions, and you can be part of this.
Yeah.
Because that's an important part.
The bottom line is the show is going to I think it's going to be even better. And you see the link right there, facebook.com/SamTheCookingGuy. Just because we're not going to be able to directly interact with you while we're recording to that, like it was in the past, doesn't mean that you guys can't always go to Facebook, post your questions there, and then when we're recording, we're always going to be checking it and stuff, and then you guys can...
Okay, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to start the food part, but just can you see my computer?
You haven't. I don't think you've turned it back on yet.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Damn it.
It's okay. There you go. Okay.
Hold on.
Well, now I got it. Oh, who's calling you?
Kel, I'm shooting the live cast. Do you need me? Goodbye. Here's the thing. Kelly can call once, and I can ignore it, which I did. But when she calls a second time, then I feel like her feet are on fire someplace, and she needs me to come put them out. Don't you feel like that?
No. She just wants to know what you're doing.
I know, but when somebody calls you once and you ignore it because you're working or whatever, that's fine. If they call back right away a second time, don't you feel like they really need something?
Yes. You know what the worst thing is?
Yeah.
When that happens to you, but from an unknown number. And they're not leaving voicemails?
No.
And you're like, what is going on?
Do you answer that the second time?
No, never.
Because I normally don't answer an unknown number.
If it's important, then they would have left a voicemail.
I feel like that. Okay, here's the thing. Do you want to take my computer?
Yes.
Here's what pissed me off today, confused me. Jamie fucking Oliver, who's all over whatever, podcast shit, YouTube crap. We've been beating him in a lot of our shit.
Yeah, we have.
Is launching a YouTube channel called FoodTube. Cute name, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a live show.
What?
Yes.
What? Really?
Yes. Oh, you can interact.
Are you serious?
Fans can ask questions, which Oliver will answer throughout the show.
Are you serious?
That's the thing. You asked me. I told you I was having,
Oh my God.
I was verklempt. I was having issues over this. Should we stop doing this? Should we continue doing this? We've been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Oh, man.
And now Jamie fucking Oliver is now starting a live show. And now we're starting to not do it live. And it's making me say, oh, maybe we're making a mistake.
But do we know if it's going to be real live or
It's supposed to be
Letterman
real live. I have no idea.
Maybe it's going to be David Letterman live, kind of like we're going to be. So, you guys, let's quickly explain the difference between that. Because there's a difference between, like, your TV show, Sam the Cooking Guy, that is completely, chopped and edited and scripted before. And then this, where we're still going to just have this free-form, flowing conversation to start, and then cooking start to finish, There might be a little things in between, but the point is we're going to do it like we've always done it. And I think Jamie Oliver can do all he wants. He's not going to be able to match our 230 live episodes.
I don't think so. Whatever. I watched a little bit of what it's supposed to be like. I don't know if it's... I can't tell.
Wait, they have like a
there
sample
was.
out
I don't
there?
know. Yes, a little sample thing. Whatever. We play it. Our shit won't make it to YouTube. It'll get pulled down. Whatever. And you know what? The other thing. So I have 2 notes at the top of my page here that I keep on my computer. One is changes in show, right? And then the second note underneath it that I meant to talk about that I won't talk about now is titled My Career. Yeah. Change in show, my career. Because I feel like my food career is changing. And I meant to talk about that, but I'm not going to because I felt like we've gone way too long talking about this other stuff.
Maybe we can tease that for the next show.
We will. I also have to talk about Napa, where I was for the past 4 days.
Let's save it all for Wednesday.
And I got pictures of there. We'll save that stuff for
Save
Wednesday.
it all for Wednesday's show.
All right. Now, I'm going to get ready to go in the kitchen and cook. All right. I talked too much, and I burnt the bacon. Now I'm pissed.
Let's see.
I'll show you.
I like crispy bacon.
I know, but I don't want it. Maybe it's not burnt.
Oh, that's not burnt.
That's
that
burnt.
looks great.
That's too crispy, no? Isn't it?
Oh, no, that looks perfect.
This is perfect?
For me,
Are you sure?
in my mind, it's perfect. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would prefer it different, but...
Let's see. Oh, it's crispy.
That looks amazing.
A little bit. A little bit too much. Okay, I just turned this on. Here's what we're doing. We're making a chicken, kind of like a grilled cheese chicken. I bought a deli roasted chicken, right? The whole roasted chicken at the supermarket today. And I separate white meat and dark meat in these little soup containers. I'm using white. And here's what we're going to do. Look how pretty. Nice?
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Good thing to do. Yes? Wait to see how this goes down, because this is a fun sandwich to make. I love the Hawaiian rolls. I love the Hawaiian rolls. They're just the best.
So sweet.
Sweet. And I'm going to separate these like this. I'll make 4. Okay. Deal with that later. Knife. This is called an inside out grilled cheese. Okay? Right? This is the way they come. I'm going to put them like this.
Okay.
Everybody comfortable with that?
Oh, yeah.
So, first thing I'm going to put on here is a little mustard, and I'm going to use, let's use the courge de Dijon, right?
Okay.
Why can't I? Here we go. Just like this. Who doesn't like that?
Oh, look great.
I mean, I think the course is really the way to go. I got to remember my list. But okay, good. Okay, the chicken. Just get ready. Okay, what kind of cheese do you want? I've got, here are my choices. I've got Munster, Havarti,
Havarti.
or cheddar.
Havarti.
How about both?
Both. Yes.
So I feel like when you're making a grilled cheese, having cheese on 2 sides helps keep it together. So watch. We'll do this here, orient this way, with a little cheese sticking over the edge because I like the way it melts. Now we're going to take this chicken. We're going to put the chicken here. And I mean, I always say don't scrimp. Put like a decent amount of chicken in, right?
Do you mean skimp?
No, I think I actually mean...
Scrimp?
I think scrimp.
No, skimp is the word. I've never heard scrimp.
Skimp?
Yeah, like don't skimp on that.
What did I say?
Scrimp, like shrimp.
I think it's scrimp.
No, okay, somebody out there, please correct me.
Okay, look, I just spent 4 days with Debbie and Ken and Mom in Napa, getting just beaten the F up for the way that I speak. Because apparently I say things the wrong way all the time.
You do, Mr. Advertisement.
Advertisement is not a weird way to say that. Okay, so look, 1 piece of Havarti on the bottom. And then we're going to take 1 piece of this medium cheddar. It broke. Piece of shit. Here.
Am I weird for loving those just like craft singles?
No, I like those
That's
too.
like just my childhood.
It's everybody. I
Quesadillas
think
and
it's
grilled
everybody's
cheese.
childhood.
Yeah.
This is not my freaking childhood because it's. This is a drag.
Oh, hey, we should let everybody know what Lynn's big news is.
Oh God.
Should we say? He's
No.
not going to be here to say it. I think we should.
Let's save it for tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys
We'll
are all
save it
going to
for-
hear what Lynn's very
news is.
exciting special news is.
Okay,
tomorrow.
so look what I've got. I've got the mustard, I've got the chicken, I've got cheese. This overlap is going to help turn this thing into the thing that we want. And now we need some butter.
And is it an inside out just because the
It's inside
bread
out
is
because of the
inside
way
out?
that I'm using this, right?
Okay, yeah.
But what I like about the inside out is that you get these completely flat sides against the heat surface.
Yes.
Like this. Okay, now watch. Now this is going to come Ready? We're going face down right here.
Beautiful.
Right? And then my weight.
Love that weight.
Yeah, everybody should have one of those. If I'm doing like steaks and stuff, I would use that. All kinds of things. Definitely sandwiches. Almost every sandwich that I do here, I end up putting this weight on. It's perfect. This sandwich is freaking amazing. So I can just clean up a little bit while we're here. Okay, should we tell Lynn's news?
Go for it.
Because he's on a leave of absence. That he won't be here for however long.
Exactly.
He got engaged.
Yeah, he did.
Lynn got engaged to Stacy.
I can't wait to hear the proposal story.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder how he did it. I just saw it on Facebook. It's crazy how, you see like huge events like that on Facebook now.
Yeah. Hey, do you think about you getting engaged at some point? I'm not trying to rush you, but I'm just saying, do you think of the moment now? Or you?
Oh, like you mean how I would do it?
Yeah. Have you done that in your head yet?
No, you know what? I think I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think I've got. I think I first need to wrap my head around the idea, like just the thought of doing it. Period.
Come here. I forgot the bacon.
No problem. So yeah, before I think about how I'm gonna do it, I got to wrap my head around doing it.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not trying to rush you.
No, I know.
I'm just trying to.
Got to save up some money for a ring.
That's true. Uh-oh. Okay, back up for 1 second, Nancy. Let me just do this. Oh my fucking God.
You burnt it?
God. No, I didn't burn it. I completely ruined it.
Let me see.
Look it.
Oh my God. What'd you do?
I don't know what is the problem with me now.
You want to replace it? Just flip it over.
No.
We'll put that as on the bottom.
No, I don't want to replace it. I gotta turn this off or this is just gonna burn up. I hate me sometimes.
This is the live cast, people. As you can see, things are not changing.
God, okay, I got this turned way down. It's gonna look really good when it's finished.
Yeah, well.
Do you want to butter this bacon?
Oh yeah, I'm starving.
It's a little too crispy for me. I burnt the bacon.
It's definitely pretty crispy.
I certainly burnt that side of the stupid sandwich. Gosh.
And you know who wants this?
Now I'm mad.
Here you go.
Oh, that's a cute shot. He shouldn't. Oh, has he had bacon before? I don't think from me. There's one more thing going in this sandwich.
There is.
Unless I completely screw it up. Oh, this is not what I wanted it to be. Okay, let's check this out. So that's better.
Oh yeah. That works.
Dang it.
Oh, chips, nice.
This happens and I hate it when this happens.
Couldn't they just put a little tearing thing up there? Nice.
Okay. Melty cheese in here. And now a big handful of chips.
Oh man.
And now you can take a big knife and you can cut this into its sections and you can have a bite. Okay, now we're doing okay. Now here's how it looks. Forget the fact that the side facing me is all burned up. Ignore that, right? You do this.
Oh, you eat it. Are you sure you don't spread it all over your face?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Even with the burn side that we're ignoring, this is so good. And it's sandwich week. All right. Wednesday, another favorite. I'll just tell you it involves tuna, but it's not like just tuna. It's super good. All right, thanks for being here. You know we love you. We want to make sure you enjoy the show. You're going to give us your feedback whether we want it or not. We're going to work to make you very happy. There's all kinds of great stuff coming. It's only going to get better. See ya. I promise. I wouldn't lie, would I, Max?
No.
All right, see you soon.